let's talk. So I've got the chat up and running, and I've got a video that I want to play for everybody if I can get it up and running. Okay. That's a young a young me, right? Young me. But I don't know if you're gonna get the sound. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try. That's my prince that I told you all about yesterday. Now watch this.
Mufasa. You do it, Mufasa.
Oh yeah, he was special. Special good dog. Special dog.
Mufasa.
We all have those people and animals that touch our lives.
Mufasa.
That's why I keep saying that your time with your loved ones is precious. Because you never know. I mean, you really never know. I mean, we're talking about a dog here. Yeah, he had to go when his time came. But it's anybody. I mean, it could be family, friends, pet. Could be anybody. Get to my high. Oh, it's doing it again. Let's see what's going on here. Says it's streaming. Says it's streaming. So go back to chat. Can't post messages. Why not? Wow, this is interesting. Well, let's find out, shall we? Okay. Hang in there. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I'm still here. Okay. Bam. Okay. It's saying that I'm an idiot. No, it's not. Oh. It is, however, saying that my live might not be public. Let's find out if my live is public. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Still saying yesterday's live is.
Hello, everybody. Let's talk.
Let's not. Sorry. Myself. Anyway, some reason, this chat makes for an interesting argument. Well, life gets more and more interesting. Let me just shut myself up. Okay, everybody. Enter your PIN to restore chat history. I don't even know if I know what my PIN was supposed to be. I'm not about to, send it out across all of this. Ah, I'm learning. Sorry to keep you all waiting while I'm doing so, but okay. Okay. Now my chats are up in Facebook. And my chats, check this out. I mean, to be honest, see if I can let you check it out. But as you can see, my chats are up and lets me search through Messenger. But that's Messenger chat. I'm not sure that's the same thing as what I'm currently involved in. Oh, huh, Grant Margie. Almost forgot. Let's take a look at my shirt of the day, huh? Some of you, like I said, may have already seen this shirt. It's my fibromyalgia shirt from a few days ago. I don't wear the same shirt twice, but I do wear them more than once. Otherwise, I'd be a much wealthier man. I mean, be able to afford all those extra shirts. Uh, so, as I was saying, goodness, excuse me. Uh, we got a wonderful bunch of imaginary craziness going on. And I don't mean imaginary as in I can't believe it. I mean imaginary as in fake news. Okay, so Bitcoin dropping again, uh, but the rest of the indicators are on the rise, so that's a good news. We had a girl die, played the voice of Lilo in Lilo and Stitch. Her name was DeVay Chase. She was only 35 years old. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Probably got the jab. All of you know I'm not a big fan of everything on the woke side. I mean, anything. But when it's killing you need to rethink. You really need to rethink whose side you need to be on. Okay. Um. Anybody hear about the Black Crows lead man telling you, "Oh, go f yourself if you're a supporter of freedom and Trump and America"? Yeah, crazy, huh? Sorry about all my phone going off over there, but at the same time, not really, because, it means I'm loved. I'm still seeing nothing coming up on the chat, but that doesn't mean a darn thing. It just means nothing's coming up on the chat, so. But for those of you who like, for whatever reason, following my insanity, well, then I got good news for you. Many ways for you to do so. Boom! Yeah, that's right. I'm going to show you how you can watch me from afar, any place, anytime. And boom. Okay, so um, as you can see, I have the wonderful world of TikTok. This is actually one of my best ones because TikTok is very high on my number of followers. I don't know how many of those are bots. Same thing with my ex. A lot of them are bots. How can I tell? I can't, to be honest. Might be real people, but I doubt it. Then we have my Facebook. Now, those mostly are real people, a lot of which are you, because most of my followers are following me on my Facebook, uh, David Lee Ostrander Senior account. And of course, there's my YouTube account. My YouTube is in need of help. Somebody, and I don't know who, it doesn't tell me who joined up. Somebody joined up when I begged for people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am now at woohoo! 8 of us. Woo! Problem is at least one of those is my wife. One of those is my other account. So that's 2 out of the 8 that aren't really, I mean, they are really people, but please subscribe to my YouTube. And then my Suno right here is another way to watch me, but it's to watch my music. And we're just going to really quickly go over, boom, and we're going to go back over to, I want to kind of explain to you all how this works because in the Suno, I make my music on paper. So almost all of my songs I have written out on paper, and then I have to grab that notebook and put them all into the computer. And the computer says, "Oh, you got some good lyrics here. Got some good ideas here. So, well, let's go with it, right?" So, as soon as I can. There we go. And now back to you all. I'm not away from you at all, but okay. Now, as I was saying, these are my songs. Okay. Urban Hillbillies. I um, just finished working that one out. As you can see, it's out there published somewhere for somebody to see. But it's really easy. You just sign into my account through that, suno.com, my account. And then you'll be able to see my songs. Not just my urban hillbillies, but you can see that some of us saw and Dark Love, Katie did, Silence in Between, country version, and She Chose Me, which you can't listen to, please. No, I'm kidding. I wrote it for my daughter's upcoming wedding. Um, Mama Can You, and a lot of my family got to hear that one at my mother's celebration of life. Never Requested was my first song through here, and to be honest, it's one that I'm quite happy with. And if you go to my actual profile, you'll get to see that. Go to my profile. There we go. You get to see all this. Sorry, just had a cat fall. You get to see all this wonderful stuff. But over on the side, get back there. Okay. Up here, see that? Right there? Right there? That is play. And if you push play on that, you will be able to hear my song Never Requested.
There's a song on the radio.
So that's one of my favorites. It's also the first one that I published. I don't plan on making money out of writing songs, but I easily can write a song a day with all of or should I say, rewrite a song a day by all the songs I have in my notebooks. And I am quite proud of all of them, mind you. But not all of them are everybody's cup of tea. A lot of them you're going to find are country, but there are some of them that are a little bit, shall we say, less country. Um, this one here, Dark Love, is kind of a rock. And at some point during my, well, what should we call it? My evolution of using Suno, I finally got around to using my voice. Problem is, I can't sing, but Suno doesn't care about that. It takes my sample of my voice and kind of causes me to sing. So on a couple of these, it actually says that it's my. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, like that one. Uh, it does not actually tell me there, at least, that song details. Yeah, it doesn't tell me that I used my voice. But I did. I used the Suno version of my voice. And apparently I'm not very good at singing country. Oh, goodness. But I'm very good at singing uh, heavy metal. So, this is my restream here. Get out of there. Hi. Restream just a few seconds behind me. So, back to the topic at hand. Clowns and fake news. And I'll tell you right now, there's really no nice way to put this. There comes a time in every person's life where they look around and they realize that they just aren't going to, they aren't going to put up with other people's bullshit anymore. Yeah, I said the S word. Um, God says you have to love one another, and that's great. I think that's awesome. I do love one another. But at the same time, um, there's a difference between loving everyone and being a pushover for everyone. I personally am really bad at saying no to somebody. Really bad at it. It's one of my shortcomings if I have any. It's definitely that one at the top of the list. I have a hard time telling somebody no. Somebody says, "Hey, can I borrow your snowblower?" Sure, go ahead. Does it matter that last time they borrowed one of my tools, they broke it or didn't return it? Or no, none of that matters. I say, yeah, go ahead. I borrow your mower? Well, sure, why not? Doesn't matter that you could afford probably better than I to go to the store and buy a new one. I'm a pushover. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there can relate to that because a lot of you out there are probably thinking, "Yep, I'm a pushover too." And it's all right to an extent to be a pushover, but it's also all right to stand up for yourself. God said, you know, God said, love one another. Love thy neighbor as you would love me, Jesus said. Right? Well, I love my neighbors, even the ones who don't like me. There's also the whole do unto others as you would have others do unto you. I try that, the golden rule. But it doesn't work very well because everybody else is out for themselves and it's do unto others before they do unto you. You know? Got another headline here. Tay Keith, uh, who 29 years old. He was a producer of Travis Scott's Sicko Mode. He died at age 29. It's crazy, you know. These people are dropping like flies, and I'm willing to bet if you did a little research, you'd find that they had the jab and that they probably died from. Uh, they're going to put something, but they probably died from heart conditions of some type because that's very famous for the jab. They're not admitting it, mind you, not fully, but it is. Um, that's something else I have a problem with. If I do something, I tend to be upfront about it. My fault. Sorry, I did it. Maybe I'm a little hard on myself. Or maybe, all those years of practicing, um, all those years of practicing low self esteem finally paid off for me. Uh, seriously, though, it really bothers me that people will do or not do something, not do something they should have done, or do something they shouldn't have done. And then they won't tell anybody that they did it, or they'll live in a denial state. Some of them so wonderful of a denial state that they have convinced themselves. I know a guy who could probably convince himself of anything. Um, but it's it's ridiculous to be honest. World Cup coverage. We're at halftime on the Canadian game. So there's that. If you're gonna be responsible, be responsible. That's all I'm saying. Stand up and say, "Yep, I farted." I mean, be yourself. And as far as all of you out there who want me to see you as you see yourself, then you better take a look at yourself and see what others see. I love it when somebody gets on here and leaves me a message that I don't have any teeth. I know I don't have any teeth. I live with that. Or I get people on here, Wow, you're ugly or you're stupid. You think I don't know these things? Give me something I can use, right? Speaking of which, my brother Bo, my brother from another mother, uh, on my chat, or on my not my chat, but my live the other day, he actually, if I can get to it, um, nope, I can't. Okay, there we go. Let's go home, home on the range. Okay, now he brought up. Get that out of the way. Okay, he brought up a comment on my live the other day. Uh, he says, "Love the shirt." Well, doesn't everybody love my shirts? He says, "Love the shirt, bro." The View. Talk about the show, The View. Um, he says the VP loves abuse. That's a joke. Uh, anyone that would pay attention to what a celebrity says, you know, and he's right. How many of you out there actually give a care what a celebrity thinks of your life? They're not living your life. Don't let them decide what your life is going to be. Uh, here's something for you. Actors lie for a living. Couldn't have said it better myself. Literally, they pretend. And now they've got all these libs pretending, pretending they're a woman or pretending they're, a space alien or a dog, whatever. And as of conspiracies, not a conspiracy if they keep on getting caught. He's talking, of course, about the many, many conspiracies that we've blown up in their face, including the 2020 election, George Floyd, all that. And and rounds it out with they had to pay for racism. I love that line. They had to pay for racism because we didn't pay for their racism, so to speak. We didn't start our white lives matter, but they had to start their Black Lives Matter. For some reason, that means that they have quote unquote more, if you want to put it that way, more rights than there we go. Trying to get it just the right spot. There we go. Okay. And bang. Okay. They had to create the drama. We didn't have any drama. They had to create it. January 6th, they had to create something that was not there. And they set us up. I mean, plain and simple, they set us up. How stupid are we to actually fall for it? Well, pretty damn stupid, I guess. Um, but when I was younger, we got away with saying a lot of things because we didn't consider them insulting. We called somebody a brother. It didn't mean, it wasn't insulting. It wasn't intended to be insulting. I've been called a racist. I've been called anti-gay, anti-trans. misogynistic. Yeah, okay. I'm misogynistic. Meet my wife. Hello, guys. Um, she wouldn't allow me to be misogynistic, being honest, and I love her for it. The I've been called all these names, but they're just names. I could care less. I don't. I honestly don't care what they think about me. Why would I? Why would you? Um, they only have the power that you give. Back in the day, we used the N word, and ever since the 80s, when the N word became a very popular slang piece, um, the people that it was supposed to be offending, if you will, the black community, especially the music artists, were using it in their music. They were using it in their movies. You know, they were writing movies using that word, and there was no problem. Fast forward, it's 2020. Let's say it's 2010. Okay, well, fast forward to 2010. It's 2010. Still, nobody's got a problem with it. Seriously, 35 years, and nobody's got a problem with it. 2020, boom, it blows up in our face. Why does it blow up in our face? Because they paid for it, like Bo said. Like he said, they had to vote that way. They had to pay for the racism. So leave me a like, follow me on Facebook, subscribe on my YouTube, follow me on Suno or on TikTok. Let me get out of here. I got some work to do. Well, they're working, but I got some work to do. So love to all, and I will talk to you tomorrow.